the founder of Great Commission, for this privilege that he has given us for us to reach people out there through the gospel. Yes, of course, but do not forget to subscribe and like and share, and do not forget to throw your take so that we can do this together. Of course, we always bring you intelligent guests live here on Great Commission TV. We have all what you want, all kinds of programs is lined up here. All right, you're watching Time with Counsellor Stella. If maybe this is your first time you're coming across our program, maybe on Facebook or YouTube, please like and hit the button, and let's see the comments coming whilst we share this together. Of course, we want to dive into interesting topic, breaking the circle. What circle is it we were talking about? Healing from childhood trauma before starting your own family, before getting married. How do you heal from your past trauma? Because we've come to find out that our past trauma will really have a hinders our present relationship and all of that. That is why I decided to bring intelligent guests and very dynamic people in the house tonight, so that we can digest this topic together. How do you cope with your past trauma? Heartbreaking from your childhood. How do you cope? Did you really cope before getting into another relationship or building your own family? I think it's a terrible challenge to come across. But then, before I proceed, I would like you to understand that this young man here have it all to spill it out there, and this woman as well. But please, would you mind introducing yourself to our audience? Let me start with the ladies today. No. I like starting with the men. People keep saying ladies first. I don't get it. I really have to understand why. Please, no. My dictionary said men first because men are the head. Please, I love that. When people say women first, I don't understand. Let me start with you. Sorry. Give us a quick introduction.
Good evening, our wonderful viewers out there. It's a pleasure having you tonight once again. You are live on Great Commission TV, Time with Counsellor Stella. I'm Pastor Benjamin Anku. I'm a lecturer in Mount Sinai College of Theology, also a project supervisor. You're welcome.
Right. Thank you so much, Pastor Ben. Thank you so. You always look this gentle. Talking is difficult. You don't like talking. Oh my goodness! But you preach on air and all of that. Sure. All right. Thank you so much. Can you give us quick?
My name is Victoria Yabua. I'm a businesswoman and a NDC World Woman Organizer for Latabiokoshi.
All right, for Latabiokoshi.
Yeah.
Did you say Latabiokoshi? Yeah. Latabiokoshi. Where is it located?
Ablikuma Central.
That is my home. Of course, you know. I just want to pull your legs. You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Why use those stairs? What's going on? The traffic?
Charlie.
It is well. All right, take us through this journey. When we talk about trauma, let's start with that. What is trauma? What is trauma? When someone is traumatized, what is it? How will you give your own definition? I think there's so many ways to define trauma.
Sure.
From my own way, what is your take? Men first. Open the floor.
Well, when we talk about trauma, it's talking about a deep emotional, mental, or physical pain that an individual goes through when growing up. From childhood, from infancy, the pain, the trials, the agony, the torture that you go through, how you were treated when you were young, how you were treated, how people treat you. Maybe you stayed with somebody, the kind of treatment the person gives you, the kind of torture the person gives you, the kind of surrounding things that you go through when growing up, it develops a kind of hurt in your heart. So when growing up, many people do not get healed from this kind of trauma before starting their relationship, and it goes a long way to affect their present and current relationship, and their upbringing of children too. It affects it.
Woo! This is lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is definition of trauma is so broad. Yeah. So many people are going through trauma. What is your take when you come to definition of trauma?
My definition is, at times trauma can come through sexual violence, and then addictive parents, by they fighting all the time, taking alcohol. At times it trains the child in a certain way, and we in tendency we grow with that training that this and this is not right, but the trauma that and the effect that it has on the child is very huge.
It's very huge in a sense that
they think that what happened, like the sexual violence, for example, let me go that way. Because I was sexually assaulted and it was not correctly addressed, I feel that every man, in quote,
yes, I understand. We get you.
is an animal. You get it? It's the trauma that person has gone through. That's why the person has that kind of mindset. So trauma can be sexual violence, it can be emotional, and it can be physical abuse.
Okay. Are you saying that trauma can lure someone to partake in physical abuse?
Yeah.
And verbally too?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he or she thinks what he is doing is right until he has gotten a professional help to know that what he went through wasn't right.
Wow, this is deep. What do you have to say concerning this?
Concerning
can you mix with local dialect when you come
No
back?
problem.
the sexual aspect.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible says that we should train up a child the way he should
follow,
so that when he goes, he will not depart from it.
it.
Now, when this kind of act or behavior is going on, mind you, children are very smart and they are very intelligent. So whatever you go through, whatever you do, whatever that happens, they pick it up. So when they are growing up, entering into their relationship, this is a way, this is how my parents used to live. So they have cultivated that kind of habit, that kind of nature. So it becomes part and parcel of them. So they transfer it from childhood into their relationship. It's very serious, and it's something that must be dealt with, so that the younger generation, those that are coming up, they will be able to learn out of it, so that entering into their relationship, they will not repeat the same mistakes that their parents do.
All right, thank you so much. This shows that unresolved trauma could affect your present relationship.
Yeah.
In so many ways. To the extent it will affect the children. If it's a family, probably you grow, you get married, and you make your own family to affect your home.
Yeah.
Right? But is there any way one can adjust and as in survive through trauma without having effects on the family, present family that he or she is going in?
Okay, I would say you need to pinpoint your problem first. Secondly, you get a professional help. In a sense, say when you be to me aboa ama we free nya woman e be din e bi mo say no sexually assaulted, maybe this gay stuff na obi anya ho we be doing say maybe it's the right thing, but it's trauma. Into when nya na fufu a omo betumi agina wechi esi upin a and yes, the stigmatization of they pointing fingers also causes trauma in the long run. But when you get supportive friends, ombe to me akacho say nia wo ye no enko ye yeni say yen try say ye be pe doctor bia onim psychology mu no be fatity mu eyi we free mu a it will destroy you, although you get married, but still
to have a terrible effect on you.
And your children will think that what you are doing is right. And in the long run, one of your kids will learn from that tendency of what you are doing.
What do you have to say?
Well, it has a long effect, lasting effect on individuals. Me as a person, when I was growing up, the way my father used to treat my mother, I picked it up. Now, for you,
how was he treating your mother?
It's amazing, though. It's amazing.
Wow.
Now,
can you
for
give
you,
us a little bit? Let's just sketch.
I've never seen my father and my mother going into that kind of argument, that kind of abusive argument, changing words, this kind of trauma, sexual abuse. I've never seen some before. So I picked it up from them. Now, for you to be healed, there is the need for you to acknowledge that there is a problem. So far as the trauma exists, when you acknowledge that this is what the problem is, now you acknowledge, you know that it is there, you accept it, that there is a trauma. Now there is a need for you to discuss with your partner. That is communication. You talk to somebody that is older, somebody that is more advanced, somebody that you know is mature to handle such issues, so that you'll be able to get involved in the system of healing. You need to talk to somebody.
That's what she said. You need to
As she said, you need to talk to somebody. Now, you yourself, you need to also, as a Christian, the Bible says that if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. There is a need for the individual to leave behind the past issues. Things that we have passed through in the past. There is a need for you to forget about it. Let go of the past. Focus on the future and see what God has for you, so that you can build a healthy relationship.
Thank you so much. God bless you so much. Does it mean, my lady, does it mean that past trauma have a terrible effect on how present parents live their lives? Probably what they've gone through when they were young, like what he said. He said when he was growing up, he never watched the daddy hit the mom. He has never come across them arguing, and that is how he has grown. So I think with what he's saying, what is your take? That means upbringing or past trauma might affect parents' lifestyle.
Yeah, and their present lifestyle.
All right, let's hear.
And with what he said, because his parents had their way of bringing them up in a way that they didn't do any negative, they will by all means have their struggles as a couple,
As humans.
they will have
As humans.
Yes. And because they are married and then they know how to communicate amongst themselves,
Yes, please.
it didn't linger down to the children. But right now, our present parents, because of this drinking, and then sometimes the men will come home a little bit tipsy, the attitude and manner they talk to their wives, the children see it, say, oh, send your papa enemy mama kasani into me so me ya in from so be anim. What you say into say me mama so na me the me yiri anima.
Okay.
It's not wrong. Ni kwan aso anu na say me so me kire oba ne say me territory ni me na me ye penny, me na me ye head, but in the long run no it affects nkwala no psychologically.
Okay. Apart from visiting psychologists and counselors to help you erase those trauma or help you pick up before getting into a new family or getting married, apart from that, is there any other way you think one can come out of such trauma?
Now, there are diverse ways
whereby
we can come out from these traumas. Number one, you need to talk to your partner or your spouse
concerning what you
passed through.
That's good.
Concerning the way you were brought up, the kind of trauma you passed through, you being able to communicate that aspect of your life to him, he or she could be able to help you out.
He sure? It is true, that's how it should be, but so many people don't do that. I've come across people, a woman who was going through hell in her past relationship, terrible abuse, and it's affecting her relationship today. So whenever men propose to her, she doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe it, and she wants to be in a relationship, but whenever the relationship is building up, she feels that, oh, what this man is doing, it reminds me my past. What this man is doing, it reminds me of my past. You could see that relation wouldn't work, and maybe the present relationship, that man is not giving her attention to speak. Some women too are afraid to release their past trauma. They might use it against them. Of course, people have been using people's past trauma against them. A lot of the youth men we have today, or women, especially men, yeah, they use it against them. I've come across a lot. People have talked to me, oh, I'm going through this, I love this guy so much, but he's doing this kind of a thing, it reminds me of my past. It's like he will be like that guy.
So there is the need for you to call that person to order.
One-on-one.
Draw the person attention. Oh, my dear, this and that, the way you are going about this issue is not the best. So let the person know that what he or she is doing is wrong. draw his or her attention that, my dear, we could do it in a different way, in a special way. It could also help. But if you don't draw my attention to what I'm doing, I feel that I am right, which is very wrong. Maybe I'm going a way which you don't like, which reminds you of your past trauma. So there is a need for you to draw my attention. So if you don't draw my attention, how do I get to know that you are being hurt? I wouldn't know.
That is what we're saying. You are right. But so many people use it against the opposite. I don't know if most women have come across, as a woman, have you come across that anyway? I've heard people saying it, and people have given me a lot of complaint concerning that. When they share their past trauma so that their present relationship can be well built and adjust, the men or the opposite sex end up using it against them to betray them more. Have you come across such?
And no crime, Niameka say, at times no, would you say, who be in some, he intends sema if I will, ama, bema wouldn't know, but wouldn't him say, who mano, akudia, or the bequeath out.
Exactly.
Because or no instead of say, or no so, say, papa beer, so no so, etna say, oh, me yere no time a ono so nyin say no fam den na metumi dia yama ne hu say awarie no enye say yes a master kebi na me nkebi bua me na me mbua ba eba ne say what say oba ne kwala brem ne maame ye bo ne maame ye tia no ene te se sia no ono wo hyedem kwa na oye bibia nyi kwa senya wo beka no wa besro we be find it nice way. So you be anya. Call her down. Talk to her. Yen in the way say near onu enim say ne kwala brem no. Say nyama ekono no. On what say nya wo treat no. She'll see that there is a vast difference. She'll be open, but when you start abusing her, that also causes another psychological trauma. That doesn't help her in any way. So at times marriages at times help, at times it destroys.
As in marriages helps?
Some marriages to people who are traumatized, at times it helps. And at times it destroys some people's.
How does it help and how does it destroy? Do you agree with
some way, somehow.
Let's hear from you.
To me, some kind of trauma, it doesn't help.
Give us an example. Like what kind of trauma?
Emotional trauma, psychological trauma.
Emotional trauma, psychological. Give us an example of emotional trauma. Let's see.
Example of emotional trauma.
Yes, please.
The way you communicate, it can affect the way you communicate. It can affect your well-being. Emotionally, you are not sound. Emotionally, you are not okay. There's that kind of timidity inside of you. There's that kind of dullness inside of you. Emotionally, you are down. You are not able to express yourself in the family, in that relationship. You are being traumatized. But emotionally, you having that capacity and ability to talk, it is not there. Because you have been down. So there is a need for us to know, say, this and that will not help the relationship grow. Let's put it aside and move forward.
What about psychologically?
Psychology, your mental health. It affects you in so many ways. The way you think your mental health also affects your trust to others.
Exactly.
The way you trust others, you see, so this man, this is how he treats me. So other people too might be like that. So you are thinking, say, Kwejo is this way, Kweku too will be that way. Meanwhile, it is not the same. So psychology, you must psych your mind that it is there, but there must be a change. There must be a way that we can put ourselves together, put heads together, so that we address this issue, so that it will not escalate.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Is there any way you think one can heal from this trauma? We've listed so many things and that leads to trauma and how it feels so heartbreaking and it makes you get more devastated in everything you do. And if you make a mistake and link it or hook it up to your present relationship, it's not going to work. It's not going to be a healthy relationship, and a whole lot. Of course, we know it's a broad topic, but then we want to hear your take. But I want to find out, how do we heal? Can you just give us some? Let's hear. How do one heal? How can we heal?
You should avoid being isolated.
How?
How? For example, because of some people's experience with maybe the opposite sex, or because of verbal abuse, he or she sees it as that being alone at one corner.
It is well.
If you see someone in such state, that means he or she has gone through something that he or she can't talk about, and they mostly sit alone.
Okay.
And some of them also avoid topics that pertain to certain issues. And when you see the way and then the tone they address some of the issues, you pick 2 and 3 and see that they've gone through something that they don't want to talk about.
How do they heal?
They need friends and family members.
What about someone who doesn't like going out?
Someone who doesn't go out, at times it's difficult
to heal.
To heal.
Thank you so much. Someone who doesn't go out.
Someone who,
because people believe that is why, because of trauma, I realize that's why a lot of women take alcohol. I can remember that the woman was begging me. In fact, she's my client. She buys from me those days. I think she owned a pub. She's pleading with me to take alcohol. So me like this, people don't believe I don't take alcohol. Sometimes people think I smoke. People go like, please, I'm sorry, I want to ask you one question. Women like me, a pregnant woman approached me. Please, after chatting with me for some period of time, she said, please, you smoke? Not knowing that she smokes. So she think I'm like her. So that we can... So you need to remember this. I just been laughing. So people go through trauma. When she get close to me, I begin to find out that she's going through a whole lot. So she made me to understand, even some pastor's wife, they all go to beach and smoke, even in pregnancy. So she thought I'm one of them. So when she realized that also, she was like, oh, then your eye didn't open. I thought your eye opened. So I was like, is that the only way your eye can be open? So people do things, we don't blame them. You see them smoking, you see them alcoholic, you don't blame them. Most of these people are traumatized. There's nothing they feel that will give them joy. They just want to have fun. So somebody like me, you say we should have fun if I'm traumatized, then you are killing me. I can go and mess you out there. When I take alcohol, I'll sleep. So I think going out doesn't work.
Somebody who doesn't go out. One thing that you can do that will help you is to replace old patterns with new ones.
Like what?
Old patterns, you replace it with laugh.
With laugh. What if the person doesn't like laughing? Me like this, I like laughing.
Laugh.
Laugh.
Sure.
You replace it with laugh.
You replace it with laugh.
Please hold on.
You show.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Someone who is traumatized, trying to break that circle, trying to rekindle he or herself, would they understand what love is all about at that particular time? Let's see.
At that point in time, the person insults you, say all sort of abusive words. It's a kind of trauma. So you replacing it with laugh. You accommodate the person in a nice way.
Okay, I think it depends.
When the person comes
the kind
with
of trauma
anger,
it is. It depends the kind of trauma it is.
Okay, when the person comes with anger, you cool down.
It depends. This is soft trauma. I think so. This is cool. By the time you are in a relationship, they are abusing you, beating you up, take all your property that you've worked with them. It's can't compare it.
You see,
patience
is a virtue.
We know, but this type of trauma is abuse. Okay, this is just an abuse, I think so.
Sure.
Or all is all trauma.
Sure. You see, that kind of abuse, for you to be healed.
We'll come back. Let's quickly go for a commercial break. But please, this is our telephone number. We'll come back to what you're saying. I'll
Okay.
remind you where you stopped. Thank you so much. You're watching Time with Counsellor Stella live here on Great Commission. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook. Send your comments coming. But do not forget to call us as well. Let's hear from you. Some of us have passed through this trauma and all of that. We've been traumatized in so many ways. Just call in and contribute. Let's hear from you as well. 0557 730 028. This is our telephone number here, live on Great Commission TV. 055 773 0028. Thank you so much. You're watching Time with Counsellor Stella. When we come back, we will find out more details how to heal from
Odofo me mo akwa ba de ba Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic. Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic adwumaku a ye hwe apomuden so na wate ye ho asem. Enso da bia ya na ye wo se we de meye na mayo ho asem bia befra. Saa de na ehu pa meye na mayo eba bibia mu a ya enye yi. Eno na ma kokosachi wantimi ensi ne dan no. Wo se onyuntuni bi wo se emoto ho ye musuo pa emoto ho ye musuo. Wan kasa wo yale. Bibi nso ha wadwen pa wa brɛ ho a wa unya ya lesada ɛna wotefo akon na da bia wutie Dr. Mensa papa nyame ya dom akina mekɔ ho ade akyi a na wote wo fa akon na yale ni di unya mesrɛ wo sɛ wanhwɛ yie na wampɛ bra magye wa yale sa wanhwɛ adakoro bɛte asɛm a wompɛ because ye wo wiase ye didi ye home mfana ma ye num nsuo ni ade ade die bre bia yale ye chefa eni Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic aye hihye bia esefata ade ame nipa se bibi hawo etete o yale bi di unya na se wanhwehwe ya chidi kwaya wanhwe ya unhunu ni yi enu nti na ya hihye bia esefata se bibi tete o fa yale ho de a bra Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic mo amohwe TV no ba bia wo bia bo nse ye ntwere ye number nyina gu TV na se kama baby ewo ye wokumasi kotwi ye sa won kana Medina ba bia gu TV na se kama enti wo de ye se obehwe Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic na do wani akire ho na bibi esefata no ye de abo ya enipa anyi bibi ni sa ebrebi ye twemu na se de na memenyi bibi ni sa na won nyi bibi ni hwe abrabo aye bo na wo so obo brako wanim unya 40 years ya kan na ye se wo ye be ma na unya 40 years abrabo hyase free 40 years enya no kure abrabo unyanya 18 years ya hyase ya no endi kwan bia wo se nyame fa so hyira bia na wo de nhyira hye wo nsem endi wan hwe ya tumi bi ba yirewa ma wontimi nyeyi eno na efen se sasa bedi nachi ono nkon ye bibi enyeyi owura ba akọ se doctor ma wale manan e manan na mesi wo munyina enti sesi a no mekose wo ba bia pekwa no mo abusuan pese wo de ne be ma me na wan ka ado be ma no tumi ye di nachi ne ma na kwan so wo nwale enu nti se wan hwe yi na wa anwale sasedura enu nso betimi adi wunya ma wa bra bom no wunya ni je da kopum so obewu afiri wiasim enu nti na Dr. Mensa bede ma yen hyehye de sasedura ba se koba se bibi ha wadwen wo oba wa bra bodu se nka wo se sabli de nka me wale enso awale ne ma oba to buru sie sei wo hwe wona esisi fom wo hwe se be body texture esitie enu utri nwi egu achi unipadua enso awale ma dware sasedu na hwe de nyame beye wo sa haban na ye ka ho asem ni nyina eno na kane na adifo ne ye no ma bebrebe wante sa no ma we no ma se abaka me de me Kristo ni na ate ho dwale sasedu na hwe de nyame beye wo me se abrabom ye no ma kitinkiti bia ubu wani guso etimi di wunya ebi ye se wo kasa wo bi ho no wonu mo bon so ho se wo kopa de wo bi ho na de a wo kwakosra no sebe wonu mo nka wo ho no mo a enipa no kora onno so ate asenti enu mo nka so ye yale fon enti mesra wani die mu a bomodna se bibi biala e ha wadwen ana etete wo edi wunya e wabrabom no wo de e Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic na de ani kan se ye bibi e fen delivery service enti wuntimi ma ya so ye kora na wo fa number na wa frɛ doctor menso yale asomasi na obenten na ye ha me enti menye de na yaje wo no wa send wo sika ba na ye de odin e na wo telephone number na ba bia wa de ama delivery man no na nura access fata se ye de brɛ no na ye de abrɛ umpewe na apendo kwa sesi akora de ye de yale ahodo bebribi kora ka ho so obi a hemorrhoid ha na dwen bibi di ninya abrabom no wo face challenges ahodo bebribi wo ye hyehyɛ ya ebetimi aboa wo na so watimi afa ntoma pa e de afra Dr. Mensa ya chiri kwae okumasi kotwi ye ni Guinness depot no ene di hwani mu ena saa na akọ nkra pompuni manta mu nso a ye wo Medina Zongo Junction o man FM abolosan na se ene ye wa ye di edwuma baby awo bia nso apese ye di eduro ble bia ne betimi di eduro abro na so etimi nya wayaresa oba watena se ache o wale ye ache unu kunu ye fono di emu nya bida saa no ma we no de edu Dr. Mensa so ye ya ye hye no ho a ye bre na se ho a enti bibi bia la e di unya hunuhuna wa ohunu se we di any solution na wo solution me kan me se e ja se dale denden a di gumu ye nsuo na edum edi se wa ohunu sa no ma se sa na ti a wa hwa obesusu wa se ho a kire nipa bebrebe but o munya solution ma wo na wo te wo no mo sa hwe wo ba no mu bone a wa pro utumi se akore wa no mu bone a ba bi wadu wo ya se ya hwe Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic e chidi kwai ye wo nura ye de be ma wa de be fra na bia ne ame na di a ontumi mfa bi nkana no bia wuda wa wie ne yo enu nti na Dr. Mensa me ho nwanwa ebi no mo frɛ me Dr. Wonder ebi no mo frɛ me Herbal Professor ebi no mo frɛ me Dr. Miracle wo kora nya nwanwa wo te Dr. Mensa din si e hya se ye bibiduro no wo hu se adanse e firi nkyɛn ba no wa ankasa se odi hu adanse se owura no wo ya ade pa na wo ya ade pa ade na wo te ho na yale ehunu edi wunya wutimu se da bi na abra boduru yi se ma hwe ye no ma fa me ho anko hye Dr. Mensa nsa a hwe abanim begu ase wote wono mo saa wo hwe agede yi number no de gu ono hwere na frɛ yen na ba bia wo bia yen fa di mre o firi se yen kwete aduru mra no eno ane ahaban so ho ahaban wi eno ne aduru enso yetene obi onimu no wuntimi nkwafa nkontomra ha ma we se bedi nkontomra ha ma we se me koyama ma obi anom na afi ne ho ato no we ye noa wonno a na potent ne om na kofom kakra nyesa o menoma o minimu nyina be woro ebe keka o saa na bi wonom nso a wonno a oposa ne saa no anom ne saa ebia ne efficacy ya na ase component e wo mo etimi boa onipadua e ma wonya wa yalesa entimi srawo number no de enigo number edidi juma e wo Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic de edi kan e 0244 921269 0244 921269 anase 027 1173 551 027 1173 551 yada mase da se na yebesan ehia bio
Hallelujah nyankopon tumi wo so nyankopon wo sra e wo so na se wo pese wo kope emu nimdie se ne be ya betuma ye adwuma wo wiye brei mu a me kanfo Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship kama ene dia mawo Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship esi Apostle Joseph A. Jackson Sreso pe Ministerial training courses ahodo pi na ye wudi dwuma bi ewo nyankopon fie na sa opentete a apostolic ministry training ewo homa ye prophetic ministry training, pastoral or teaching ministry training, women ministry training, youth ministry training enso wo ho, Christian missions and church planting training, evangelistic ministry training enso wo ho, eldership or lay ministry training enso ewo ho a kama for eye ediama wo Kama ewo Unique Icon International School a ebe Royal Ravico Hotel ewo Nungwa ewa Accra heya Freyen 0500 200 033 ana 0246 819 345 sɛ wobɛgye
Mema ahwɛfo nyinaa akɔ aba ba Amuzu Beverages Enterprise. Bidin di Dr. Amuzu. Edin a Ghana for frame nyinaa yɛ the global penis doctor, I said the penis doctor. Na bidin sɛ bia ba yɛfɛ no Amuzu Bitters. Amuzu Bitters. Na sɛn yɛ de manpower no brain plus Amuzu Co Bitters helps yi ɛne aka bom ɛne yɛ Amuzu Bitters. Amuzu Bitters. Na insan we eye duro nsa. Eye eduro insan, enye insan duro, eye eduro insan. Na obi a nisisiye ne ya, onye twa Amuzu Bitters a ekọ. Koko how. Etuya oto. Ukoko no sebi moko jana monya na eba. Ukoko ni ye type na akafra ema umrimu ya umrimu ya ohene. Na ununu wasum ya ohene. The only Amuzu Bitters. Wey manpower helps na edi afrenti. Bema so ojeje mu tentem. Krama kwati fra 20 fra. Demamra fra. Ena mu se ne menti. Se fro se bra 1-2 pan na 5000. Enti Amuzu Bitters aka atupan 5000 bitters. Amuzu Bitters tot baako atupan bebre. Amuzu Bitters tot baako monye suma me ofie atupa bebre ninsani nie weni insan kafra unye twatu tota wontu panku 5000 a unyaye ebiom obaby so a ultimate fiti konye uwo menstrual pains ubu nsa ubre pants aba ubehia Amuzu Bitters wenya nsa onomu etiwanum most be kabidi Amuzu Bitters utwabidi a yewde ne kama ma ade chukodua so a omre enam say Amuzu Bitters eyensan papa nti your number one taxing officer be bosso na de omunyama ka nyina akire mo se ne nsan nitie eni egon kama de nuane ekokwo hwe nua no eni adi into the shine eni betum kama se netie eni eyeko ebisa we yamfa kala mfra edu brankasa kala ni tu ehwam ni hwam ne flavor eye pepper hwintie na de atwe flavor no ehwam yie pa enam sensa papa nti you are number one taxing officer bosso na makemu asem akire mo insa papa ni insa na ehwam onumu so anyi wanum onumu so entese obrem wanum onumu wi a na o take one so dry na dry se sanum biom kakra kasa mi hwa ase no insa kama eyensa enam se no brand doors nti na aqua content 35% nti oba fa front me nom wo mo di infie 18 years ekonkwa na obetimi nom insa weni bo anya dene ehunsu nya dene ukọ VC10 ukọ pap ukọ sport ukọ ebie ton se tun se bia so pa Amuzu Bitters obenye bi upedodo atu a ye was Kumasi Santasi Apampetia Amuzu Junction onye dru ho a na se wo gira na wa friend number eye 0203 591010 Amuzu Bitters tuaso
abusia wo hwe me wako aba ade ba Helios Care Center ahaye treaty conditions bi te say obi a wanya spondylosis obi a wachi bramu wachi kasai eye wo ya wontimi nyina so mfa nya adwuma obi a wonso de ne sciatica enti ama aye otoase entini nita emuta atwetwon obi nso a ne de ne eye ne kotodwa emu ahodwo enti wontimi nyina so nya adwuma obi nso a ne de no eye ne sisi ananse bia bibi a efa no lumbago ana back pain wachi kase no eye wo ya yie pa ama otini mu ana okon mu kura no a abusia woten ka se ye wo ya obi so a ne de no eye arthritis say ye osteoarthritis say ye rheumatoid gout ne nyina no o de ba Helios Care Center ye behwe na ye yie firi wo so ye wo Sankofo bus stop Michelle Camp Road. Fire numbers was screen so. Na freye oba yebeboa pa yefiri so. Me no ba betwetwe enkomo area fa ohawa ye fe no osteoarthritis. Ne yomu ahodo bebre rheumatoid arthritis wo ye wo gout rheumatism. Ne mum the common one a etadi ni panya pa any osteoarthritis ntenne me pese ye twetwe ho enkomo na ene ne ye ba behwe ensenkyerani a so bi ba benya osteoarthritis and also be arthritis a wohyase ehu the signs and symptoms and I say the risk factors and ene me pese me no ehwe na fe nsu ya sanso ahwe the causes enema ema obi enya arthritis. Na Helios Care Center, baby obehu yen eye Sankofo bus stop Michelle Camp Kwantempo ne so. Ye numbers nso na etwaguo no. Na say arthritis na wo so ananse bia se okasai wachi kasai mu ya wo ya uyo bia ene homa nerves a ewo wo nipadua mu eho atochima wo di ba ye behwe na yeyi efiri wo so. Obi be hyase enya arthritis a eye wo joint ananse bia wapo so nyina no. Etai eye wo ya ebetimi aye wo kotodwe ebetimi aye wata so wo hips ebetumi aye eye wo elbow ana wabakon ana mpokura no okon o joint baabi a no eta eye wo ya eta ye stiff nti obi ho no mo a wo kasa ne nsa no onye ne se ya elbow no ntimi enkoa oti pain ewo ne elbow ana se bia na bakon no oti pain nti wo kasa onkoa no ntini mu a na eye ne ya kire wo se wo ye nya arthritis. Uta eti noise bia eye popping, crackling, ananse bia crunching. Sa noise no utimiti wo kotodwem ewo osisim eye wo hips ananse bia wata so ewo elbow wabatwe anan bokura no kuachi wenum nyina no eye nsenkyene a ekire wo se uya enya osteoarthritis. Obi nso ho no mo a wanya loss of flexibility. Se ne nan no ne kotodwe ka se onkoa na se wontini ne kotodwe mu a wontimi enkoa entini mu a wanya eye osteoarthritis. Enti de atia ne se wo hyase se uhu san signs and symptoms bia omodi anse obetu omrekantem na wo dia ba Helios Care Center na yahwe na yayi efiri wo so. Na obi bisa se ede na de ba se de otwodi ampombo ye no yenyini adu ba bia ya poso ne ya poso ye joint ahodo no etimi ye mre ana afi nso kase yo bebribe esanse nipa oye kase bebre ya wode adesoa egu eye wo joint ahodo no so enkankan ne ukotodwa nanse bia eye wo anka ho no etimi ma wonya eye osteoarthritis. Obi nso ho no mo a ne de no ye de wo no ana abra ye wo no ne nompe no chese sede sese anka nompe no naposo no etimi efifiri no enfifiri sa. There are some metabolic diseases bia eno nso etimi ma obi nya eye osteoarthritis ebi eye diabetes sanso na obi nso ho no mo a onya condition bia ye fe no hemochromatosis. Enti sa hemochromatosis yi kire se eye iron anase bibia nipadua ne hi a ye fe ne iron no adonso bebre nipadua no mu etimi ma anase bia bibia ye fe no uric acid nso edoso nipadua mu a eno nso etimi ma waposo o joint ahodo ni nyina no etimi develop yade anaso how bia ye fe no osteoarthritis. Enti abusuan de tie ne se osteoarthritis yi wanya bi anase sansenkyereni a mebbo so yi wahyase ehu bia to americantem na fabra Helios Care Center na yenhwe na yenyi emfiri wo so. Ne tie ne se wanye ntem na wotena se yenhwe han a ebedru baabi no se ye okotodwa ye fra bibi ligament ni nyina be ye damage a afi okotodwa no ntimi nyina so se ye wo elbow abatwa sa ligament a wo ho nyina na sei. Helios Care Center ye be ye firi so ama wo so ho ato.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. We're back. Yes, you watching Time with Counsellor Stella as usual. This and every Wednesday, and you know the time. So maybe this is your first time coming across this particular program. Please put it in your mind, but like and try and like and share and all of that. Let me drop our telephone line again, please. You can call in and let's share knowledge together. 0557 730028. This is our telephone line. 0557 080-7300-28. You can call so that we can rattle this together. We're talking about trauma, breaking that cycle, and make sure you get into your next relationship or marriage without feeling your past trauma.
Okay.
Now, I want to ask you this question. Most of the time, men act as if they are matured. They propose to a woman, the relationship begins to grow and all of that. It gets to some time, maybe they want to have fun as maybe couples or all of that, or maybe as, why are you laughing? When this woman undressed, for example, you see that maybe the woman's look have turned the man off. Don't you think the man have added more trauma to her past trauma?
100%.
How? 100% how? He has added. Has he added to the past trauma or not?
You have added to the past trauma.
Why would you say
Number one, you the man, you are not matured enough.
Why do you say
you are not the man?
Why? Why is
you are not matured enough?
Why? How?
You have seen just the physical appearance. So why should you get?
Which one is the physical appearance?
The physical appearance.
Which one?
How maybe I call it packaging. The woman is well packaged, and then you get inside to the bedroom when you are supposed to have fun. Then all of a sudden, because of the woman's physical appearance, maybe the breast has gone down, the backside is flat. No. You see stretch marks. You see all of it. All of a sudden, then your mood changes all of a sudden. You that man, you are.
Maybe this is not pounded yam. Maybe this is not delicious food.
Let's be sincere. You are not matured enough to be a man.
Okay.
You lack immaturity. You need to be educated. You need to be talked to. You need to be injected. We need to inject you because you are not matured. You are adding pain to somebody's pain.
Thank you.
It's very bad.
You're reminding her past. Making her, oh my goodness, this is trauma. This is what we call trauma. You make her feel she doesn't worth it.
Less of
She's
herself.
not well recognized. She's no more the kind of, I don't know.
And see, truly speaking, these are some of the women that knows how to take care of a man.
Are you serious?
Truly speaking, I'll not tell you something. We are on air. You see, young ladies out there, they cannot, excuse me to say, they cannot satisfy you a man enough than somebody who is well experienced. They cannot do it.
We'll come back to that. I don't want to dive in. Hold your peace.
I will hit this topic tonight.
All right.
Amazing.
All right, we're talking about breaking the cycle of trauma. Most of us out there are traumatized in so many ways, and this thing really hits relationships and all of that. And I think this is one of the reasons why relationship could not stand well and is not well spiced up, because you see a man looking at a woman beautiful, wearing her clothes and all of that, and he's in love with this woman, but sometimes when they get home, or probably they want to have fun as couples, the man might go like, oh, I'm not enjoying you like before, I don't like seeing stretch marks on and all of that. You're adding more pains to her pain. You're making her feel worn out, making her feel she's not the best. Have you come across such, or you've heard a story like that before?
Oh, I have heard so many stories about that, but one thing that I have to know is a single mother comes with her scars. So
with what?
With her scars.
Okay, yes, please.
Because she has gone through emotional and psychologically trauma that she carries. So you, a man coming into her life, one thing that you have to know is say, what fembi?
Exactly, sis.
What thing is you?
Exactly.
People, because what can sema, what's not them osu. Into when your bad say ekwa. Nyama yesa oka beshen in crying say stretch marks no echre say oye kumindini wako eku. She has gone to a war and she has been able to survive the war. Encourage her breasts are sad. It wasn't like this because someone had sagged the breast. That's why it has become that.
I don't like that, please.
That means
Give me 5.
or your back wotumi edu ti eto ne so because oyobi a wafem
Good.
obetumi abua
I'm sure.
to the sense because wafem no wonnim se nya obekita obaya because oba say no wonhu se nya wonu no bekasa oni awo ye enko ye o yenye ni see in a loving way. In a way no you in a way she grows otumi say oh be me ya me kofa no nyema ma fam no kwa on fen di matem me yesei kwa ono chem say yenye ni sei ono mbe nantim but men mani bi wo ho a they are never supportive.
But do we still have that kind of men today in this generation?
We have but
I will come back to that. Please continue where you start. He will answer that if we have. He will answer that question.
oh it is say wo be ma no wotumi eso ni mu yie a nyema wa fam anase nia ono na wo ye no ni o ma ni fam because at times no obani go through so much pain say even her neighborhood they also contribute
To her pain.
to her trauma
Exactly.
because nia omo hu ye no ombe kwa akoka say omo hu anye sa and na say nia omo be constructing sem wa wo ba no we make a choice say nia ya kan mate ba mente
Exactly.
me hu ye me pena me pe ono nti na me buy say me pe say ye bobra ai ebe eni ye be ko enim wo ba na wa ho ne say eye me ba although ye be wo bi no ho ne say nkola na wo no me de minim obi a wa wo fo a be ma etumi aware no oni bema na alright but bema ni making sure say in kwalana oba ndi baye no they don't even feel it say bema ni nyom papa.
Wow, interesting one. You watching Time with Counsellor Stella. God bless you so much. You've given us details. I want to ask this question before I forget this question. Do we still have such men that will realize that, oh, this woman is going through a whole lot of trauma and she's a mother, probably a single mother with 3 or 4 or 2 kids, with a stretch marks, with the breasts that have sagged and all of that, that this man still make this woman feel okay and forget her trauma? Do we still have such men?
A lot of them.
Wow.
A lot.
Have you come across one before or yourself?
You see, I'm a perfect example. So if you see me, you see, you have seen one.
God bless you.
Number one, a woman who has given birth has gone through trauma.
Sure.
Now, that young lady who has never given birth before, mind you, let her give birth once. You see that you regret it. No for no bejo. These are some of physical things that we look at in a woman. But look, you need a woman that will respect you. You need a woman that is hardworking, not a woman that has all the, physical apparatus. And they don't respect. A woman with the breast, with the backside, huge one, but they don't even know how to cook.
True.
They don't even know how to talk to a man. They can't respect you as a man. So why would you go in for such a woman?
No, because you have back. What do you think? She have back, and that is what is on trend. Most men, when you go on social media, they even have sex on phone. They do a whole lot of things.
It's just packaging.
Phone. It's not nice.
It's just packaging.
So if they can get all those things on phone, and you, the woman, your breast is sagged and stretch marks, do you think they still need you?
You see, the Bible talks about a virtuous woman. Virtuous woman is not about a breast. Virtuous woman is not about your backside. A woman that is hardworking, a woman that has foresight, a woman that has vision.
Oh, Papa.
A woman that can bring something to the table.
Oh, my goodness.
Not a woman that can spend money anyhow.
But most men like the flashy women, light skin, hips, and women are busy adding more hips and all of that, boobs for them.
That is the problem of this generation.
All right, thank you. That's a problem. I like that word. Problem. These are immature men.
You are not matured.
Exactly.
You need to go back to your mother, so that your mother will nurture you, will train you up.
All right.
Your mother will talk to you.
Okay, this is so lovely. We're talking about coming out of trauma, breaking that circle of trauma, and get into a new relationship with a pure life. We've come to understand that people are ready to come out of their past to move on in a beautiful relationship. Relationship is a beautiful thing. Marriage is so, oh my goodness, marriage is so unique, and that is why devil have capitalized on it. A relationship, when you find someone you love, your spec, you guys do things the same way, you love each other so much. Don't expect devil to leave you alone. He want to strike and make sure he destroys it. Same applies to marriage and relationship. They are all one. So what we're going to do right now is try as we can to help our partners come out of the trauma. When you see a woman dressing the way you don't like, try to find out why is she dressing that way. Same applies to men. We keep talking about women. So many men are going through trauma as well.
Yeah.
So many men, you see them smoking, drinking. Sometimes you see handsome man, you ask yourself, why would this guy drink so and becomes a drunkard? Why? All these things are trauma. But most of the time, society capitalizes on women. Most men are going through trauma.
Sure.
And women should be there to help them. Yes. Like you said, a virtual woman. So these are the things we need. A woman that can encourage your man. Same way, just as a man can encourage. You don't even know, we know that men are the head. And more of that. So we will be wrapping up soon. I don't know. I want you to give one or two advice. So trauma has really destroyed a whole lot of relationship and marriage. And is having a terrible effect on children. I think when we come back next week, we'll talk about how trauma is affecting children and also affecting people at their workplace. I think there's a lot to talk about concerning trauma. People are really traumatized in so many ways and all of that. But we will wrap because of time. We will continue next week from where we stopped. But I would love my audience to give one advice. Can you give one advice to those men out there that could not strengthen and support their partner to become strong?
There is one thing that we need to understand. All these fingers are not the same.
Thank you.
So there is a need for you to be matured enough. If you have seen something wrong about your woman or about your spouse, be bold and courageous to approach the person, talk to the person. This generation, we like to judge too much. Do not judge. Approach the person. Know what the person is going through. If you can be of help, God bless you.
God bless you so much. Can you give an advice to the women that don't support their partner so that we can wrap up for today?
Man so a mo kunu mo hu say mo ye omusa so boafo inti na ye ne mo ba aware ase se wo ba enye se nia wo di ba table no so ase properties a wo de ba but ye can say be supportive. Maybe wo feel different or no so free different. Say ye yetete mo different but ese mo try say mo be blending so ye bibi enye yia entia no entiem endidi na tem pe kwan a wo betumi nakasa se bema ono ni ego no will not feel less when they say ono ye uti ena wo de wo ye ne kon inti senya wo be ye ama uti enya oya no ma bema no so feel say onye bema.
All right. Thank you so much. We're wrapping for today. Catch you same time next week. This and every Wednesday we do this here exactly 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. We are grateful. We've talked about trauma and there's more to talk about it. Yes, help your brother, help your sister. When you see they are not smiling, they are not happy, try to figure out what and give them support in every aspect. They could watch movie. You can recommend some books for them, novels to read and all of that. You can take them out and let them have good fun, but not in a bad way. It's my worsening their situation. Yes, and more of that. Please, we catch you sometime. My name is Stella, the host of Time with Counsellor Stella. We thank you so much. I thank Father of the house, Papa. Thank you so much, Apostle. Thank you, Alberta, my producer. God bless you so much. You've been there. Thank you, that young man in the house, in our control room. Thank you so much. Thank you, our managers. Thank you, my viewers. We love you so much. And my lovely guests. We'll meet same time next week. Bye for now.